heard 420 and got excited. We didn't realize this was Easter weekend, so we're sorry for taking you away from your family.
I was like,
or you're welcome.
Oh my God,
Either
420,
way.
it's a Saturday, we have to have a party. And she's
Yeah,
like, okay.
I was like, sure, whatever. And then she was like, oh my God, it's Easter weekend. And I'm like, you're fucking idiot.
We found that
You're
out
an
like 2
actual
days
fucking
ago.
idiot. Yeah, we had no idea. It was like 3 days ago. I'm like, wait, I think it's Easter the next day.
I don't like, no one's on the roads. There's no one here.
It took a long time.
So I really appreciate you guys being here because you probably should be with your families and not with us. But
We're your family now, bitch. That's it. All right, so we want to tell you what's going on. First of all, VIP tables, welcome. Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Everybody else, thank you guys for coming. We love you all so much. He can't hear me unless I turn. So hi, guys. Everybody over here, hi. We love you. That's my sister-in-law. If you didn't know, that's my future mother-in-law of my daughter. That's my daughter's boyfriend. She's 3. He's 5.
Alan, you guys met Alan?
Yes, this is our producer, Alan, Dimly Wit Productions. This is our co-host, Richard. He is from Doc Johnson. We will be giving one of these away at the end of the show.
Yeah.
It vibrates. Put batteries in it last night. You're welcome.
She tried to touch me with it. I was
I
like,
touched her
"Ew."
face with it, and she didn't know what it was. Okay,
Ugh.
so go ahead. What did you want to say?
The only thing I was going to say at some point, everybody has to feel this thing because
Yeah, you
it's
just have to
horrible.
feel it. Whether you win it or not, you got to feel it. It's like
Because
realistic.
I feel like people probably think we're exaggerating.
no,
when
it's,
we're like,
no, it's
Richard
real.
is real.
I mean, the
It's
details,
horrible.
the veins. It's real.
I
It's
touched
real.
it for the first time earlier, and it made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
That's
Wait.
good.
So this morning I'm packing to come here, and I left this like on my island in my kitchen, and my husband like came down at 4 a.m. to get a drink, and he's like, he comes up and wakes me up. He's like, why is there a huge dick in our kitchen? And I was like, oh, that's Richard. That's right. You don't listen to my show. Forget it.
So bad examples, good advice. This is a segment we started because people actually listen to our advice.
Oh, we're shocked.
And we're shocked, and it actually has helped a lot of people. So we wanted to share some of those stories with you guys. So this girl's from Australia. Hey, lovely ladies, listening all the way from Australia. I love your podcast and the way it has inspired me. Tracy was talking about how you shouldn't use sex as a weapon, which is something I do, something me and my partner are constantly fighting about. Feeling inspired, I drove to his house, called him, let him know I was in the driveway and I was here to give him a BJ. I went inside, did the deed, and then went back out on the road. I felt so empowered afterwards. I could also tell you how much it meant to him, especially because I initiated. Keep up the podcast. Yeah, so, I mean,
Yeah.
that's like...
So, real quick, me and my father-in-law were really, really, really close, and like uncomfortably close, where like when I used to bitch about his son to me, he'd be like, so stop having sex with him. And I'm like, no, that doesn't fucking work. And also, I believe that sex and love are two very different things. I love my husband very much, but sex is not used as a weapon in our house, unfortunately. So even if we're fighting, we're unfortunately still having sex. So I say that to a lot to people because they're always like, they always try to like hold out from their husband if
Yeah.
they're like fighting or something, and I feel like that brings you guys apart more. Sometimes it'll bring you closer if you just squash the beef and, you know,
I
get
think,
yours.
Trey, don't you, when women initiate, it kind of can be surprising.
Yes, my husband complains a lot. You don't initiate
Yeah.
enough. And I'm like, okay, I'll work on it. But like sometimes I'm a bad example because I say it to everybody. I don't always take my own advice.
Yeah.
But yes, it's true. Women initiating it is always going to turn him on more because he's like, oh my God, there's something I'm doing that's different, or I feel like I'm chasing you always, or you don't want me as much. So when like you're initiating it, like it's going to be amplified and double how good it would have been.
Yeah, for
Correct?
sure, yeah.
Okay. That's what I
It's a
feel.
turn on.
That's what I've been told. I don't.
I mean, I can agree. Yeah, anytime it happens, I'm like, oh shit,
Yeah.
I was not expecting this.
Right.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
like you get caught off guard and you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. This is what I want. And I didn't have to say anything or do anything. Like, seriously, the other day, I told him what we were talking about because I was like, oh, so the party is this Saturday, whatever. And he's like, so what do you guys talk about? I don't get it because he does not listen. I'm not kidding. There's zero support. So I was like, you know, we talk about sex, blah, 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 and how you this and that. And he was like, if I woke you up at 3 a.m, you would literally kick me. And I'm like, I mean, I was like, what if I woke you up? He goes, I'd be like jumping out of bed, like, oh my God, she's initiating. This is amazing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, well, that's what happens. I mean, he always ends up doing it. And I always feel bad, but like, I'm friggin' exhausted, man.
I mean,
it's a lot of work.
At 3 a.m., I'm kicking
3
you
a.m..
out. Like, no.
I'm exhausted.
Yeah, Alan.
I want to sleep. I'm already up at 2 and 5 with my 11-month-old. So, anyway, we have another one. Hey girls, I've been wanting to send a message to express my appreciation for the podcast. I've been an avid listener since day one. I lost my grandmother recently who raised me, and it's been very tough in the car, especially my mind wanders when I'm driving into a very dark place, but turning on your episode gets me through every trip I'm driving through. It makes me laugh, keeps me on cloud nine whenever I'm in a mood. I'm forever grateful for you guys. I'm always a baddie. Love you both. Sky. And her name is Sky, so bonus points.
Trey, I was going to read the next one, but I think you should because you're a mom, and I
Why?
feel like you can feel that on a different level. This is another thing we're adding new. It's Baddie MVP.
Okay. Why the fuck are moms so competitive? They all graduated the same year. Calm down. My son is 3 and eats dog food. Okay. Wait, I want to read that again. They all graduate. Calm down. My son is 3 and eats dog food, and they're all going to be in kindergarten together, bitch. I'm venting now. I love your podcast. I really, really needed this. Thank you from Jenny. Wow, Jenny. One, maybe take the dog food off the floor.
I thought that was such a good thing. Like, they all, like, it's true. Like, moms are so competitive. They're all graduating at the same time. They're all going to be getting jobs at the same time. There's really nothing
My
to compete about.
4-year-old still has a bottle, and all people tell me is, oh my God, you should have taken her bottle away a long time. I'm like, I get it, but she has younger siblings, and I feel like it's like a reverting thing, like she's going backwards. And I'm like, and then people are like, don't worry, she won't have a bottle when she's walking down the aisle. And I'm like, no, she may. Has anybody watched Vanderpump Rules? Okay. Her name is Lala. My sister-in-law calls my daughter Lala, and I'm like, oh my God, she's destined to be drinking a bottle at 35 and marry a rich man and drive on a private jet. That's what's gonna happen to my child.
I mean, she's married rich and on a plane.
I
so
mean,
like-
he's not terrible looking, and we'll all benefit, right? I mean, bottles, team bottles. Has anybody ever seen there's a new Hulu show on, The Act? Okay, just watched it for the first time. She sounded just like her. That's why I'm bringing it up.
So speaking of The Act, I gave Tracy my Hulu login so she could
Oh
watch
my
The
God,
Act.
that's right. I'm using his login right now.
And it has completely changed my algorithm.
I'm sorry.
Like,
And you told me to use your roommate's one, and I forgot, and then I logged in, and I'm like, I'm already fucked it up.
yeah, I logged on and I was like,
I'm
what
so
the fuck
sorry.
is The Act? What is I don't remember watching
It's
this.
good,
And I
Alan.
was like,
Watch it.
oh, it's Tracy.
It's Tracy. So that's also funny when you log into other people's like Hulu or Netflix, like they could see what you watch and then they judge you.
Okay, so we take some questions from Instagram.
Yeah. I have a question. I'm so confused. I have a friend who's a medium psychic. I never really ask for anything because I've known her since we were 10. She literally knows everything about me. But recently, she met my current boyfriend and all seemed well. She texted me saying that she had a prediction that she wanted to share. She said some things that she's never shared and says my boyfriend will eventually give into his old habits of mentally cheating and lusting over unattainable women. That was the reason that we ended his last relationship 8 years ago. He stayed single because he knew he couldn't commit and didn't want to hurt another woman. Now he's head over heels in love with me as I am with him. Do I try to stick it out or should I feel like I take my friend's advice?
Okay,
I feel like this
I
is
just want to
such a runner
recap
walk.
here. Yeah, wait, I want to recap here. So her friend's a psychic.
Yeah. And she met him and got weird vibes from him that he's mentally cheating
From her boyfriend.
from her boyfriend, her
so,
friend's boyfriend.
do you, if a psychic is your friend and comes up to you and is like, Corey is going to cheat on you in the future.
No, he's mentally cheating. Hold
and
on.
lusting. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
mentally
he's
and
mentally
lusting.
cheating. All guys
That's
mentally
weird.
cheat. All guys mentally cheat. That's when you watch porn, you're cheating. You're mentally cheating. No?
That's true.
Do I take my friend's advice or should I stick it out? I don't know. I feel like stick it out and like now that you're aware of it, like
But
be
she's
ready
a
to catch him.
psychic.
I mean, you're throwing that word around like that really that doesn't always work.
So that means nothing to you. You're just going to be
To
like.
me, no, I'm going to stick it out. If I catch him actually cheating, okay, that's a problem. If I'm catching you mentally cheating, like what you're having sex with me, but you're picturing Jessica Alba, like, ooh,
So
what am I going to do about it?
if you got a warning like this from a psychic, would you?
I'd be aware.
Okay, that's what I was saying. Like, would you be extra
I would
like
be
aware?
no, I wouldn't be like hunting him down, but I'd be like, I don't know. What do you think? No pressure. Would you break up with him?
Let's get a vote.
You'd be aware, right? All right, let's do it. All right, first vote.
Black heart to break up.
Black is breaking up. Red is you stick it out. Pink is you stick it out.
Ooh, that's a lot of pink.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't believe in psychics, probably.
No, because like how are they? I could be like, oh, I'm a medium,
Yeah.
and you're gonna in 2019 you're gonna get in a car accident, and then your boyfriend's gonna cheat on you, and
But-
you're gonna break up with him because of it.
It's just funny to me because if I was a psychic and I didn't like the guy my friend was dating, I'd probably make that up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Or like if I want your boyfriend, I'm gonna tell you that. Yeah. If I tell you that, and I'm like, oh, then what happens when she accidentally ends up with him in a year?
Don't forget, guys, new clips air every Thursday. So see you next Thursday.
Hosted on dimlywit.com.
Even though we are not your best examples,
We're the best you've got.
so cheers, bitches.
Cheers.
Make sure you subscribe to our channel for updates, and if you like this clip, share it with a friend.